I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Welcome to the Empire Bite, this is Rampaned, and welcome to a new campaign that I'm going to be starting today. This is one I've been excited to make for quite a while, with the fact that ever since version 2.0 of the official Elder Scrolls Total War mod came out, I'm like, you know what kind of sounds like an interesting idea? What if I played as the Daedra before the invasion, and I focused more on subterfuge than I did on straight-up conquest initially? And so what I'm doing today is I actually ended up using the unofficial patch. It's a little bit easier to play as the Daedra, and there's already some other additional things that'll be more interesting with the unofficial patch. I've been wanting to make a campaign on this new updated mod anyways, and so with the help of Yaldi actually, I made some slight alterations. I was hoping with his help that we'd be able to get it so that if I killed the Emperor with an assassin or anybody, it would start the invasion. Wasn't working properly by the time I'm recording this, and I'm pretty sure it's not saves compatible, so we're not going to be able to have that in effect with the script. But even still, I have an interesting idea here where we're going to be playing as the basically the way I view this, because this is supposed to be more kind of an RP campaign a little bit in some regards, where initially we're going to be playing as the Daedric forces, but it's going to be in the guise of the Mythic Dawn. So, the Mythic Dawn have been pleading Mehrunes Dagon to heed their calls and grant them the power to usher in his coming. And so, what I'm going to do, we have 4 heralds on the map. I took 4 priests. I have 1 in Somerset. I have 1 near Kvatch, 1 near Shadenhall, and 1 in Morrowind, to kind of indicate locations where they're spreading the word of the Mythic Dawn. And basically, I'm going to have some homebrew rules that I'm going to be using in this campaign that will be showing up on the screen right now that I'm going to be trying to utilize for this campaign. Where, at the end of the day, the main goal of this campaign is going to be, we want to kill every faction at the end of the day. We don't need to conquer everybody, but kill everyone. So we're going to be focusing primarily on subterfuge and assassination, and I'm thinking that these rules that I've given myself will kind of make it more interesting and kind of aid me in that kind of RP. And so we're going to get into this. It's going to be a bit slower, maybe, for you guys. I'm hoping you guys don't mind too much, but the idea is that we're starting small. We've asked for Mehrunes Dagon's aid. Technically, in this mod, there is another Daedric prince that we could technically get to help us in this invasion, but Molag Bal is just gonna fuck off in Coldheart. He does not want anything to do with this invasion, and I'm actually kind of curious what you guys think might be a reason or an action I need to complete so that we do get his forces to aid us. Because initially, I'll go into this in a second, because initially he starts with some forces over here up in the northwest, with in Cold Harbor. My other forces that I'm basically saying this is Mehrunes Dagon's forces, I'm saying are down here in the bottom right. But the main difference with us here is the dungeons, missions, and guilds aspect, where Thieves Guilds and Dark Brotherhood Guilds give more interesting quests to complete, and that's why I really want to focus on Subterfuge and Assassination. So our first goal with this campaign is going to be, okay, we need a base of operations. We need as many cities under our control as possible so we can get as many assassins and spies under our command to wreak havoc. So I'm going to basically be asking you guys, where do you think we should send our assassins? That's the only offensive action I get to take as the player until the invasion. And the other thing is, my heralds, as I was stating, my heralds are going to be a way to basically usher in, like, hey, we are rallying people to our cause. So any units I recruit in the Deadlands, I will usher to a herald. Like we have Rhino here near Kvatch. We have another one here near Mehrunes. I tried to pick locations that made sense based on invasion locations, and because this guy is supposed to technically be near where the Mehrunes Dagon like shrine and like headquarters is in Oblivion. Technically he's supposed to be near there. I thought there has to be a guy near Kvatch, so he's going to start preaching around here. They besiege Alderune, so I have one in Morrowind, and they also destroy the this tower Mabobber that I forgot the name of up here. Also, I do need to turn the names off. That gets a little clustered later on. Well, we'll have it on for. It will have to be turned off later. Besides the heralds, I did give myself. We have one very good spy, and we have one very good assassin. Just because we're not going to be able to get any of them later on. These are the servants of Mehrunes Dagon that are like, okay, I'll humor you. I'll humor you, Mythic Dawn, with my personal assistants. So we have Vvardenfell the Killer, and we have Mehrunes the Clever, who are going to be assisting the Mythic Dawn in their endeavors, trying to gather support and cause havoc across the world. So with that, let's start actually playing the goddamn game. So again, in the comments or anything, let me know what you guys think about Boleg Maul. Like, hey, should he ever help us out? Or technically no. Because how I'm going to be OPing this, he doesn't give a shit about what's going on down here. So he's going to just be doing things around up here in Cold Harbor. There are lands up here that he is just trying to spread his dominion over and expand his influence. Like right here, there's the Black Forge. There are several fortresses around here that he is going to utilize to just kind of expand his influence. All this really does for me as the player is I did put a few units of free upkeep, because otherwise there is no logical way we would have been able to make enough money to actually do anything until the invasion. And so Boleg Maul and his forces are initially fucking off and don't care about our plans. While our forces around here, like Mehrunes, you need to find us a location. We did see on the map earlier there are several rebel settlements all over the place. Ideally, there are quite a few in Hammerfell. There are a few in Cyrodiil itself. Not many in Morrowind, and a few in the Somerset Isles. So with our... There's also quite a few over in the Black Marsh area, but where our heralds are, we're not going to be able to do anything really with them. So Mehrunes, you are initially going to go down south. And I'm going to have you try and find the rebel settlement that was over here. That's not officially under command of the Empire. You're going to be doing that. Vvardenfell is going to just be wandering around, trying to find targets to initially just hone his blade. He's bored at the moment. So he's just going to be walking around, trying to find locations. He's going to be kind of an initial scout. Might also have him try and sabotage things. So like right there, he's able to sabotage some night stables. I need to turn this back on, because we are going to be doing so many agent actions. Initially, I want to showcase those, because we're focusing more on RP. Later on, when we have a lot of them, I will turn it off. But I want to kind of see how people are doing, trying to look around, really get the most information I can with my agents.
I will make them fear you.
Zivan. You guys are also kind of just trying to make sure that we have complete control over the Deadlands area, so don't worry about the Screaming Witches dying. They're the ones that are showcasing the names here, so they're gonna die a lot. They're gonna respawn a lot. Continuously. That's just gonna be a thing that always happens, is they're going to die, and respawn, die, and respawn. But what I'm gonna do is... I'm going to say that for myself, we have to bring forces to the Oblivion Gate so that I can send them to a Herald. It is a one-way trip out of the Deadlands, so they cannot go back. And basically, I can't send people from Tamriel back here and then just keep teleporting them all over the map. It's a one-way trip for wherever they're going. So for now... we've heard their calls, and so the Mythic Dawn, technically I was allowing myself scamps. They are a very simple unit you could summon, so I viewed scamps and Mythic Dawn units are the first that will be readily available to my forces. I will also be using, this is the Dremora Caitiff. You guys also been making your way towards the Oblivion Gate, as I will be sending several of you towards Morrowind, as you will be of great assistance to some of our forces over there in trying to expand our influence. Possibly maybe getting us Caldera initially. We're unlikely to get the support of that city because of how the script kind of works, and oftentimes it'll just kind of force the the Imperials, or one of, I think it's Redoran would possibly get that as well. Not much we can actually do here besides, I need a little bit more money. Initially, because of Boleg Ball's forces, it kind of fucks our economy over and we technically can't do much, but that's why I have the free upkeep in some of the forts. Rhino, you have been tasked with going towards Hammerfell. We are not going to be able to get anything set up initially in the hotlands of the Cyrodilic Empire, so I'm going to have you make your way towards Hammerfell. There are many free cities that do not belong to the Empire or to the crowned princes in Hammerfell. So I think it's a wonderful position for us to maybe influence people to see things a different way. So we'll try doing that. And it seems that there are some undesirables around here that you have found, Reeve, and I'm going to have you try and see if you can find us, well, get us some sort of setting up over here where we've found some Daedra cults that we need to bring them over to our side and show them that it's much better to work for Mehrunes Dagon than whichever Daedric prince you work for. I think that is actually pretty close to all of my agent actions so that we can end this turn. So we have Ernest, you've done your thing. Firestone, you've done your thing. Mehrunes, you've done your thing. Rhino has done his thing. Riev has done his thing. Velark was our herald in Vvardenfell. So he is going to be hanging out around Aldarun and going to be trying to make his way down towards Caldera.
On my way.
Caldera is one of the few settlements we could possibly claim early on if we were able to get enough Mythic Dawn forces to persuade them to have different leadership. It's just unlikely with how the AI sometimes just conquers areas without actually fighting them. But we just need to try and get some sort of foothold set up, and then we can start grasping our hands into the political affairs of everybody until the invasion starts. I'm curious, who do you guys think we should start focusing on first? I think, because technically the way I was thinking that I'd be going about this originally is that I can't focus on people that are too close to me, otherwise I'm going to anger them. So I can't really try and do too much to the Imperials right away. I can maybe throw a lot of discourse into the clans of Blackmarsh. They might be an easy target. Maybe Anquinia, although Blackstar might hate me for that, going after the Khajiits first. But we need to figure out who do we want to send our assassin, because we have the one assassin. He's not he's neither a Morang Tong or a Dark Brotherhood assassin. He is a Daedric assassin, and so we have to figure out where we want to send him first. At the moment, he's going to kind of be walking around,
my target?
and at the moment, I do kind of think I'm going to send him kind of to the south, unless we think there's some other place we want to send him to, because
On my way.
kind of southeast a little bit, kind of that way.
As you wish.
So you'll be going around this way. Mehrunes is going to keep going down south. So I'm fairly certain this is a rebel settlement. It's the region of Cropsford, which I'm fairly certain is a small region that we can conquer initially. We'll be in the dead center of the Imperial lands, but it will give us a city that we can develop and try and... Basically, we want to manipulate everyone around us so we can last until the invasion. Just because... Technically, if we are kicked out of here, we still can do things and the invasion will still happen. That's why I kind of wish we would have been able to get the assassinating Uriel Septim thing to work, but it kind of just automatically started the invasion, which is not what I was trying to do. I was trying to make sure that if he died, then it would start, but no, it kept just starting the invasion immediately, so there's nothing really to do there.
Shall be obeyed.
And one other thing, I'm pretty sure I put this into my list of things that are going to happen, but I will be having it so that practically all battles we will be fighting. Seeing as how we're going to have very few of them in this campaign due to the nature of this series that I'm doing, I think I should try and have it so that, like, okay, we will, like here, technically, this is just Molag Mall's, oh my god, Molag Ball's forces that he is expanding his influence. I don't know why the fuck they're Imperials. You guys would never see these. But every battle I want to fight. Doesn't matter the odds, I'm going to be fighting every single battle because we're going to have so few of them throughout this campaign. So, let us lead Molag Ball's forces to continue his expansion into Cold Harbor. This should be a pretty quick battle for his forces, but it indirectly aids us due to the fact that we will have a few units of free upkeep units. So, you guys can start the battle. If you won't like too much, they are just inside. Also, I think this map is glitched. I tried doing some testing earlier. I'm pretty sure I can just walk in through the gates. That's what happened last time. I was trying to use a ram on this gate, and my guys could just straight up walk through it, like... Oh no, it's working. Okay. It's just the other fort that I was trying to conquer did that. So we'll have to break it down initially with my trebuchet. You guys can keep walking forward so we know how much damage it's taken. Zip. Yeah, they're just a really bad shot. They got a few hits. But there you go, guys. You can now stop. Seeing as how I didn't catch this guy's name, but they have just a bunch of generic legionnaires in here, so they're not gonna... We'll like to think of them as other Daedra that are weaker. I don't know. It says they're Ash spawn, but they're...
have proved their worth today.
They're legionnaires here. I think they honestly should actually be Ash spawn, using Dagon units. That would probably be the best way to go about this. Because here we come again to slaughter you. Get back here. Stop running. I know you're technically the Legionnaire unit, but have the backbone of some Daedric unit, please.
If we continue like
this,
we will smash the enemy.
Otherwise, it's not going to be that exciting. Because, yeah, you guys just keep walking about, going around towards the city center. These guys will push forward, fighting for more like Ball. Oh god, my brain's going to continuously mix them up. Aren't I? That's going to be fun. How many guys do they leave here? They have a singular unit. So I can have you guys keep going around this way. And honestly, oh my god, this is kind of a difficult location to maneuver through. Ugh, it's cool, but it's difficult to maneuver through. You guys are about to have a really bad day as I surround you. And you are massacred. There you go, guys. And you two, along with the general. Also, oh my god, it's gonna be so fun using the Daedra generals. You guys are a beefy motherfucking melee unit. because all Daedric fat characters have a like +5. I can't show it in here. I can show it on the battle map, on the campaign map. They have a +5 to their health, and their stats are just really good. So like these guys can do a lot of damage as a bodyguard, especially because they can just replenish their units every turn. Try and have you maybe run by him instead of push through him.
Our men are winning the battle.
Oh no, he's gonna be
If we continue like this, the enemy army
we can send
runs.
the battle there.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of...
Morlach Ball's influence has continued to expand in Cold Harbor. I'm not going to do too many of these battles every video, just because these ones are technically not related to our campaign until we have done some sort of action to enlist Morlach Ball to our invasion. We've convinced him to join in. Mechanically, it's just to make sure we actually can make money. Because I didn't want to just get rid of these armies. I thought it would be kind of interesting if we somehow convinced him to join in on the invasion when it started. But I'm curious. I'm not sure what that would actually be, maybe. Maybe you guys will have a better idea of what we'll say is a reasonable thing for him to request of us to prove ourselves or something.
Move out!
So you shall continue expanding your influence around here. Let's see. We're going to continue losing a lot of money until we conquer all these lands. Technically, we're at war with Dagoth because these are controlled by Dagon. Otherwise, the main thing is, over here, we need to continue sending you guys towards the Oblivion Gate so we can gather you together with one of our Heralds. So this is going to be the only way we can initially get troops out of here and towards the fairer world to do something. But you guys, I'm hoping I'll actually be able to get you over here. And actually, I'm gonna have Shivan. Shivan will be the one leading our efforts in Vvardenfell. So I'll have you go with, to basically how I view it up here. There are, you fuckers, you did take Caldera. There are several Daedric runes around Vvardenfell that we can use to kind of unite the mindless, or the clanless, I guess we could also describe them, Daedra, to our cause. And it's just a way for us to prepare some forces up here. Because, again, I can't take offensive actions against the AI until the invasion. But doesn't mean we can't prepare something in Vvardenfell.
Orders, my king.
And say we couldn't. Oh, you should definitely be going also this way. I'm trying to send all of you guys towards Vvardenfell. Also, the thing I want to show you guys. So the Daedra trait here gives them 3 dread, +5 to the general's hit points, 100% money gained from looting, +1 command, 3 to troop morale, -5 fertility, and -4 to population growth and farming. So they are horrendous governors. Absolutely the worst. So we're not going to be using them far too often as governors. Technically, once the invasion starts, I'll still have to control cities so that I can enlist all the assassins that we're going to be used to just making sure we kill everybody. But it's not going to be like we're occupying them, like, again, the Daedra living in normal life. That's just fucking weird. But it's going to, again, be more so like the Mythic Dawn have taken over. They're influencing what the city is doing in our favor. And now, technically, now it would just be the Mythic Dawn are like, yeah, we're going to set up shop in these cities. I don't know how to explain that with the lore, technically. I just know late game, once we have the invasion going, I'll still be conquering settlements in that regard with so that we can actually use more assassins. Because I don't want us to just straight up conquer everybody again. I want us to use assassins because I want to experience the Dark Brotherhood quest line that we have in here, like the missions they have, and actually go through with those because it works well with what we're doing as the Daedra. It just does. And another king is dead. Sadly, it's not because of us. Sadly. Ah, yes, the Nera Varine. Where are you? I'm trying to remember where you spawn in Vvardenfell. Maybe my herald will see him. Maybe he's clearing a random dungeon around here. I have no idea. Maybe, maybe not. Mehrunes, can you find us Cropsford? We need to find that settlement. Actually, Gorston, I'm going to have you help him for a second. The Herald needs some aid in trying to discover where the hell this city is, because there aren't roads. I can't tell where the fuck it is. And that's probably going to be one of our best settlements to claim initially, honestly. because... Oh, here's Rihad. Rihad is another one. So what my characters can do is... Because I haven't actually put in that list of rules initially on the video, I don't know what I've written yet. I'll know in the second video. I just don't know now. But I did specify that we can only teleport them to Heralds, and it's either Heralds or to dungeons.
Shall not relent ever.
But let's get you guys around the Oblivion Gate. I'll get a fairly decent force before we send you guys through, because we don't know where we're going to send you to. We just need to claim a dungeon, and so we'll try and find the nearest one we can find in Vvardenfell. And we are trying to gather some Mythic Dawn that will be going around trying to persuade others to join our cause. So in the meantime, I am going to actually kind of alternate between getting this and the archery range so we can get more Mythic Dawn pumped out initially. We need a lot of troops to actually have some sort of effect over here, and so we'll have to try and do that. Mehrunes, continue trying to find what settlements might be likely to join our cause, i.e. find me rebel settlements, because I need more rebel settlements. I need to see what is still rebel, what is not rebel. Because thankfully this is still rebel. That's rebel over there. You guys are still rebel. This is still rebel. Because this should be Cloud Rest right up here. Cloud Rest would actually be a really good one. Larger settlements would be. We're not going to be able to get too many people over here to you initially, Reeve. So I'll have you kind of look around and see if there are any other forts, dungeons, or settlements that might be viable targets for us. You're going to be continuing to look for that for a little bit. Continue sending Scamp over here as well. Seems like I am going to need to have Molag Bal expand his influence a little bit more again, as once we do start conquering some lands, we're not going to be able to really do much unless you guys actually are garrisoned in some cities a little bit, because you guys cost a lot. These units, their upkeep is ridiculous. And we need to just continue trying to have them expand their influence over here in Cold Harbor. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to build up settlements around here, like the Mythic Dawn is controlling them. Fort Heldorn, that'll probably be a good place. Try and check out the garrison there and see what's going on. So it seems like they've got some just nomad swordsmen and archer militia. There's a Daggerfall assassin around here. Ooh. And you don't have any more movement, so you'll just have to continue looking around. So Rihad will probably be a pretty good place for us. That's one settlement we can kind of look into. Are there any others up around here? I'd like to try and basically block Hammerfell from expanding, but it might be a little difficult to do that. Where the fuck is this city? Oh, there's Cropsford. So Cropsford has some light legionnaires, archer legionnaires, imperial scouts, and some imperial archers. You guys have a lot of archers in this force. I wonder if I can... There's nothing to sabotage. But you found it. So Mehrunes, I want you to continue spreading the kind word of Lord and Savior of Mayor's Dagon around Cropsford for us. Velok, I need you to continue trying to find some... Ooh, there's a place. Oh my god. Asarn Atamat. This might be a fine operation for... There are some ash spawn around here that may need to die, but nothing our forces can't handle. So you guys keep gathering around with Sivan, and then I'll have you guys go teleport over there. Once you have gathered together, you'll be waiting a little bit. You try and gather more guys until you're ready. And then I probably should try and claim the dead halls for us. I'm just gonna find it funny. Name is Final Boss Necromancers. The Daedra and the undead that are in there. I'm just gonna find that funny for myself, honestly. Because otherwise, let's see. Reeve, you need to find some people. So, so there's Korgard around here. That's another settlement. That might actually be technically easier for us to start off with than Cropsford, actually. Cropsford, that cav. Ooh, my Mythic Dawn units are pretty shit. Absolute shit. And so that might be a really good spot for us to start off with. Is there any other settlements around here that might be of value to our followers? Because you've moved around. This is going to be a lot of making sure all my agents have done something. Because you've done something, 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 and you've done something. So all of my heralds have done something. God damn it, Molag Bal, stop spending all my money. I hate that he keeps doing this. So expand your influence more around here. Stop just basically living in my lands rent-free. Well, yeah, you're not paying rent. I need you to pay rent, Molag Bal, god damn it. You just won't. This is a failure. That's what you are, man. It's kind of helping as we continue to conquer more of this land. His influence is going to... I'm basically saying his influence is expanding, but it's also making it so it's easier for us to actually do shit. Because let's have you continue going down here, Molag Bal. And then there's some guys... You guys can go do something up here. And if you guys go for another one to keep expanding your influence... Because otherwise I won't make money and I can't actually do anything.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's have you continue your search. What's up here? This actually looks like you control the city. Oh no, that's actually controlled by the Reachmen.
Sire.
I'm gonna ignore that then.
Moving quietly.
I'm not gonna be able to easily incite revolts right now with what I've got. If I had more assassins, I'd be able to incite revolts and probably get areas to just leave their kingdoms, but not right now.
How may I serve?
Let's see, this is still rebel. Okay, good.
God's servant.
That is Fort Roseguard. That'd be a nice spot for us to take too.
I shall stop and
Fort
pray.
Roseguard.
How
You
may
need to
I serve?
continue spreading the word around Cropsford. Those cav will just be difficult to deal with. But I
God's
think
servant.
Fedak, you have almost gotten your forces ready. So you guys are just about ready at the Oblivion Gates. So he has a force. You have a job to do now. Welcome to the other side, Velok. You now have a fortress to conquer for, well, a dungeon to conquer for, so we can use as a base of operations. Technically, it's us going to war with a dungeon faction, so it doesn't really matter too much. We need the Rams. Because it's just the dungeon factions, but we don't really care about them all that much. Yeah, you don't like us. No shit. You're not gonna like us at all. So there we go. So our first expedition into the realms of man has begun. And now we just need to gather some more guys for a settlement. We're not going to have an actual city up in Vvardenfell, but we'll have several fortifications that we'll be able to use to our advantage to try and just prepare more men up here for our invasion. And then, let's see, has everybody done something? Gotta keep checking the agents. Because, let's see, my spy, you have moved around. You have not. Let's continue again, trying to send you towards the Argonians, we'll say. We'll send you over that way first, unless anybody else has any sort of issues. Cropsford, you're going to continue preaching to Cropsford. You are continuing to explore and find more areas for us, Rainu. We have Reeve. You are continuing to explore as well.
As you wish.
Is there anybody else
On
around
my
here?
way. How may I serve?
So the
On my
Landrill.
way. As you wish.
Fairly decent force there. So, from your
On my
investigations, Reeve, we have several options.
Reaching until
We
morning.
can enlist the help of the Daedric cultists here in the Somerset Isles, or we can have the Mythic Dawn try and convince Kolgar to join us. So we've got some
God's
options.
servant.
I'm more than likely leaning towards initially Kolgar, because once we have that, we can start building it up to just recruit men around here. If we were able to claim the... what is this one called? I don't know what this one's called. I'm not near it. Technically it's a person, so it shows the name, not the fort itself. But if I control that, I'll be able to at least spawn people immediately from the Deadlands, but right now, I don't control it. And then I think I just needed to check...
How may I serve?
You, Velark, you're just still preaching. Although now that they are sieging that fortress, I'm going to have you continue looking around.
Of course, my lord.
We need to find
God's
other
servant.
areas. If anybody rebelled,
As you
that'd be
wish.
great. I don't... Actually, if we were going to try and piss anybody off, I'd probably want to try and go down here and convert the Imperial settlements, because if I convert them with my Herald, they might rebel. But for now, I think we'll just try and find more locations we might want to use, because I think there's got to be more fortresses around here. Let's just go kind of around Vvardenfell, so kind of go around this way for now.
I shall stop.
Are you almost done wasting all my money, Molag Bal? You're not wasting all of it now. We're starting to... Basically, I'd almost view this as The endeavors of the Mythic Dawn are now starting to actually bear fruit, for at least money-wise, in Tamriel, and so that we're not just wasting all of our goddamn money just doing nothing over here. Actually, you can go this way. Those guys, there's 5 over there. There might be another one up here. Because once we need to just make sure that we'll still actually be making a little bit of money so we can actually develop these cities. Otherwise, we're never going to get... Ooh, hi, Dragonstar. Can you get in there? Fairly decent force up there. Nomad, Swordsman, Nomad, or Archer Militia. Fairly decent. Dragonstar might be a good point for us to go to later. It's still Wooden Palisade. It's not the highest, but it is something. Rhino, have you found anything of interest over here?
On my way.
These are still rebels.
Until morning, my lord.
Okay.
Who is my target?
Firestone.
On
So you
my
keep making
way.
your way towards
Stopping here.
the
God's
Black
sake.
Marsh forces. And then I think you've decided we're going to try and convert Korgok. So once we gather the force together outside the Oblivion Gate, have some, technically you'll just find men that are willing to listen to your cause. So you guys can keep making your way over here.
Move out. Making camp here.
But now, I am going to take...
An order.
we'll wait one more turn.
We await your order to
Because
move in.
it's technically 2 more turns. Until they just give up. We'll wait one more turn, so we have the Ram. And Velar,
How may I serve?
you need to continue making your way over here and
As
trying to
you
find
wish.
stuff.
I shall stop and pray.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out who controls what for our expansion. And just keep spreading the fine word over here in Cropsford. It'll take us a while, but eventually we will try and convince the people of Cropsford to join us as well. Alright, I think it's time. Let us go back over to Shittim and let us assault again. It is Asan Atamat. Assault this. We need some sort of land we can call a base of operations initially in Vvardenfell. And I think this will be a pretty good start. So let's get in here. You have a bodyguard of an imperfect. Fucking great. That's great. I have no skirmishers. We have a shit ton of infantry, and if we lose, we die. Yay. Because they've got a bunch of Dagon order units, which won't be the toughest units, but they have mages, which could do a lot of damage to us. Could do quite a bit of damage to us. That will not be fun. But let's see what we got for a dungeon.
Await my order.
I do like this. I think these are primary. What are these all from again? This looks like a kind of like from Third Age. Yeah, it kind of does look like from Third Age. Still looks badass. Not the dungeon I would originally expect, but it works. Thankfully, they don't have that many. They don't have an actual gate, do they? It's just building. I don't know if there's an actual gate I have to destroy. It doesn't look like it. I'll keep the rams just in case we need to. Because I just don't know if we're going to have to destroy them. But I will grab all my halberds together. And that's it. You guys are kind of... Let's see, you guys... Primarily two-handed swordsmen, and you guys are... Oh, wait. I don't see shields on you guys. Oh, you're just one-handed swordsman. You just don't have a shield. And then you guys just do have a two-handed sword. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, well, you guys go along this side, and then you guys go along this side. Move you guys up the center, and we just need to advance on the door. I don't think this is actually a gate. Oh, no, there's a tiny, tiny little gate right here. Of course, you guys decide to just sally out of the gate and try and fight me.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Drop the ram, and just push through the dreamers. Killed them! I hate that you guys technically don't have a spear wall formation. It's kind of interesting. Okay, well, you guys try and push through them. The dreamers have pretty bad stats in comparison to us, so we should be able to just mow down through them. I see more guys. And maybe I'll just be able to push my way straight into the gates instead of having to try and destroy them with the ram. Okay, follow them in.
The Lord is with us
Yeah,
today.
gates are ours.
We have captured the enemy's wall.
Okay, everybody, let's keep running in. And gonna try and surround them as quickly as possible. We have superior quality. We just need to drive these bastards out of our new hold. Ah, ash ghouls. Yay. I forgot about you guys. Run forward. Get inside quickly now. Did quite a bit of damage.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Come on, get to those goddamn ash slaves. The ash slaves in the ash spawn need to die. They do seem to have new missile attacks from the last I've seen. Oh, they're doing a lot of damage. Okay, please. Kill the ash ghouls. You guys are trying to run around. They've done quite a bit of damage. A third of my forces are dead. Please distract them. Stop shooting me. I think that's it. It's just those units that are... Oh, they still have the imperfects. Fuck. That's great. So they did quite a bit of damage initially.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Now, though, now that we've got them on the run here,
victory will
I
be
think we can pull this ahead. I'm just worried about that imperfect. But we can slowly whittle them down as their unit quality is worse than ours. I miss my Dagon little campaign. That was a good campaign. Hey, you guys keep going over there. Help out over here. There you go, guys. General kind of go around this side. That's a lot of men. Also, a lot of men claim this. Might technically just try and sit in the city center to claim it. Seeing as how those imperfects are rather tough. I think their stats are similar to mine here. Yeah, let's see, 24, 23, 8. Theirs are 23, 25. So they're actually similar to my general's bodyguard. I just don't want to throw my generals away willy-nilly, so we'll try and slowly advance our way in. 44. Get in there. Let's have you guys try and get rid of the ash spawn heavy swordsman. I'm hoping you guys will ignore me when I'm taking the city center. Doing rather well there. Ouch. Hey guys, let's flank this unit. These guys are now all dead. Let's go try and flank these guys over here. Please just ignore me. Just ignore me. I don't have any qualms with you. I only have qualms with this unit right here that's kicking my ass. They're trying to flank it. General might be in danger for this, but I need to hide
only
it.
half of our force remains.
No, they're gonna fight. Shit. Please just don't engage us in the city center. Let us take the time to conquer that. Corpse Lane, we're gonna deal with you guys too.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and
52 to
steadfast,
44.
victory will be ours.
Probably gonna have to kill literally everybody. I hope not. Just flank that unit, because I'm pretty sure you guys actually have pretty high... your attack's higher than you used to. Okay, guys, keep it up. Ash spawn is slowly dying. You are kicking the asses of these ash zombies. Is their stats 10-6? Yeah, kind of the opposite of the corpse thing. But you guys can take a lot of damage, at least. Or at least the general can, where I can't easily tell who he is. He might be this guy with the torch. He might not. I don't know. I just don't know.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Finally, we reached that milestone. I think I'm gonna have to pull you back, maybe, from this one. No, you're winning. I'm just worried you might lose too many men. But you guys are almost dead. I'm gonna hope that we can kind of ignore the imperfects until that's all that's left. And then we can kill them if we need to. Otherwise, I'm gonna try and just take the city center.
My lord, we have lost control.
Oh, they've got that really long wait timer. Shit. Okay. Let's hope we can start pushing in our favor sooner rather than later, because you guys are almost on here. Ah, we got it under our control. So we just have to survive for 20 minutes then, or it's going to keep resetting. God damn it. Keep your mind. Are we winning enough or not? Because you guys are almost done here. It seems like we might be able to hold out. Because you guys are about to finish them off. There are 49 versus 34 here. So you guys, just because of your stats, you'll be able to easily push through them. Oh yeah, they're going to break. I forgot they actually have morale. Okay, these guys are almost dead. How are the imperfects holding out? Oh, you've actually taken out a few of them already. Okay, well actually finish everybody else out here first. Now focus on the imperfects. There you go. Taking out 98% of their forces, and now we just need to get rid of these constructs, and the fort of the dungeon will be ours. Of a base of operations in Vvardenfell to send troops to. Perfect. Oh, please are doing a lot of damage. I want to bring my general in, but I probably don't have to. Because so far we've lost 70% of our men to do this. Can I click you? Well, actually, they're losing. Interesting when dungeon creatures decide to fight amongst each other. It's a fucking bloodbath. The player character would never expect this. The wars between the dungeon mobs.
Our men are winning the battle.
It's like, no, we want to beat the dungeon mobs in here, not you guys.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
I was worried that might have been our general. I don't want to lose my guys yet.
Because
Because I don't have new ways to get new generals as the Daedra.
been us slain and defeated
There you go,
on the field, but
Stephen.
fortune has been
Good job, man.
and
And look at that, he got 228 kills. He can do a lot with that one unit. Quite a lot with that one unit. He actually got the most kills. Good job. We now have a base of operation in Vvardenfell, and we'll be able to continue sending troops to occasionally. I'm still debating whether or not, once the invasion starts, I'll let myself teleport troops to the Oblivion Plains and then back. Technically, that is supposed to be a thing in the normal, like if you go through there's one additional custom campaign that has Oblivion portals that are operational. And technically that's not available in the main campaign because they don't start from the spawn. But it's something I can possibly do with this campaign once we get to that point. And I think I might do that because I think it'd be interesting too. But I think this is actually going to be a pretty good place to end this video. I'm still experimenting with this. I'm not used to playing a campaign like this, but I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. If you guys do, let me know with like a like or a comment that you're enjoying this campaign. Because right now, this is going to be my main campaign. I'm going to have this every Monday and Friday. And we're going to see how this goes. Because right now, it's another 74 turns until we start the Oblivion Crisis. And the invasion begins. We're going to see how much damage we can do to the kingdoms around Tamriel. In the meantime, and now that we've got at least kind of a base of operation over here, we can kind of start just gathering forces together in Vvardenfell. We're probably going to have Somerset be one of our first locations to actually have the Mythic Dawn strike. That or Hammerfell. I'm kind of curious where you guys think we should go, because... Oh, 10. 10 is huge. 10 would be a good settlement for us, though. And it'd be nice to prevent the Hammerfell from taking that. Any city is great. Castles are great, too, because castles won't be as pissy with public order. But I'm going to end this for now. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you guys think I should do? Where do you guys think I should strike? Like, what should I do with my current assassin? What should I do with my spy? He's going to probably just continue walking about, finding more rebel settlements. But where do you guys think we should try and have the Mythic Dawn strike first? Should we have them strike Cropsford? Should we have them strike in Somerset? Should we have them strike in Hammerfell? I'm really curious what you guys are thinking about that, because I really want to have this be a little bit more of an involved campaign, kind of get your guys' opinions, because it's more RP based. It's not just me, oh yes, there's an army over there, we gotta go kill it, we gotta capture this city over there. No, not really. It's more so we're playing through a scenario like, how would the Mythic Dawn gather forces before the invasion? How would they expand their influence before the invasion? And would we maybe be able to convince Molag Bal to join the invasion? Because he's got a pretty badass unit model, I think. Which his character card is. But I'm going to end this for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, maybe like, comment, and or subscribe. If you guys did not, please let me know why so I can try and improve. Also, check out my Discord. It's a great way to interact with the rest of my community and get updates on videos. Additionally, there are plenty of other ways to continue to support my channel in the description, so you can check that out. This is Rampaned, and I'll see you guys next time.